Hello everyone, dear community, a warm welcome to this new video. It's great to have you with us again. In today's video, we'll be talking about the powerful 36-volt cordless brush cutter from Makita, the DUR368. What we can really expect from this device, how it performs in practice, and whether it truly deserves its good reputation or not. That's exactly what we'll be exploring in today's video in detail. That being said, let's not waste any time. Let's get started right after the intro. But if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel for free and activate the notification bell to never miss a video in the future. You can find the current prices for this device down in the video description. Thank you for your support, and without further ado, let's dive into it right after the intro. The Makita DUR368, a 36-volt cordless brush cutter, which is not only extremely compact and handy, but also very powerful and at the same time very enduring, at least in theory. What we can really expect from this cordless brush cutter and how it performs in the test, that's what we'll be thoroughly exploring in today's video. To mention beforehand, there are exactly two versions of this cordless brush cutter. The Makita DUR368AZ, which is this version, and the Makita DUR368LZ. The difference between these two versions is essentially in the handle. In the AZ version, meaning this one, we have a two-handle grip, and in the LZ version, we have a loop handle. Otherwise, both cordless brush cutters are completely identical in terms of accessories and construction. So much for that. Now, I suggest let's take a look at what we actually get in terms of accessories from this huge product box. From the product box of the Makita DUR368, we get, just like with other Makita devices, a lot of accessories. This includes the user manual and the actual cordless brush cutter with its handle. Also included are two protective covers. Next is the actual trimmer head and another head for plastic blades. And let's not forget, also included is a 4-tooth metal cutting blade. Lastly, but not to forget, a large bag for all the small accessories, such as the various wrenches and a shoulder strap. And that's it regarding the contents of the package. This means that everything necessary to operate the cordless brush cutter right away is included. The only thing, of course, missing here are the batteries and a charger. Either you already own them or you need to purchase them separately. The links for these are also provided below in the video description. Speaking of batteries, let's dive right into this topic, as batteries have a significant impact on weight. The Makita DUR368 is designed to be as light as possible while remaining robust to ensure nearly fatigue-free operation. And I must say, Makita has done a fantastic job with this because when you first lift the device, you can feel that this brush cutter is incredibly light. In the solo version, meaning without batteries, it weighs only 3.8 kilograms. Of course, it's important to note that this is a cordless device, which means we need compatible batteries from Makita for operation. In this case, we need two 18-volt batteries of any capacity. I personally recommend 18 volts and 5 ampere hours to achieve the longest possible runtime in the end. The batteries are inserted into the battery compartment at the back and, as we're familiar with from other devices, click in easily and securely. With the two large 5 ampere hour batteries attached at the back, the brush cutter now weighs just under 5 kilograms. In my opinion, this is perfectly manageable. Additionally, as you saw, the center of gravity is now roughly in the middle of the handle area. In addition to this, as mentioned earlier, directly included in the package is a suitable shoulder strap that can be easily attached to the shaft at the back through this loop. This significantly reduces the weight on the handle and makes handling more comfortable. Speaking of handling, let's now talk about the handle. As previously mentioned, there are exactly two versions of this model, one with a two-handle grip and one with a loop handle. Depending on the practical applications, one needs to choose between these two versions. However, I believe the more common model of the two is definitely the one with the two-handle grip. This means the AZ version, this one here, has exactly two handles, one on the right and one on the left. In terms of handling, I must say both handles feel very ergonomic, allowing for a comfortable and secure grip. In addition, the handle on the left side, this one over here, is completely rubberized, providing high slip resistance and serving solely for guiding and stabilizing the machine. On the other side is the right handle. This one here ensures that we can both unlock and activate the device. On the right side, all the controls for activating and adjusting the machine are located. As you can see, the most crucial elements are highlighted in red. This includes a large lever on the front for unlocking and a small lever on the front for adjusting the speeds. Both elements are large enough, easy to grip, and operate smoothly. Furthermore, the machine has a small control panel on the front where we can make additional settings. Down here, there are two membrane buttons, and just above them, several LEDs indicate the current levels. It's worth mentioning that the Makita DUR368 has a total of 3 speed settings. These are displayed once we activate the device by pressing this button here, and you can see the LEDs indicating the respective speed levels. Depending on the attachment we have at the bottom or the overall power we need, we can easily select the appropriate level from the handle. To mention, the Makita brush cutter achieves speeds of 3,500 revolutions per minute in the first level, 5,300 in the second level, and an impressive 6,500 revolutions per minute in the highest power level, number 3. Additionally, there's an automatic mode that adjusts the speed and power automatically according to the respective conditions. This means if high power is needed, the automatic mode automatically increases the power and speed, and if we have only light loads, it decreases the speed accordingly. This significant advantage results in a much lower number and, consequently, significantly reduced noise and vibration when dealing with light loads. And not to forget, it also features a reverse gear. This means if a lot of grass or other material gets stuck in the tool during operation, simply activate the reverse gear either here on the handle or on the control panel. The machine starts rotating briefly in reverse, allowing all the grass to loosen, and then we have the full power again. In practice, incredibly practical. Also extremely advantageous in practice, I find that it includes several blades or attachments directly in the package. This means we not only have the standard trimmer head, but also another head with plastic blades, which is significantly quieter and less noisy in practice. And not to forget, also included is a 4-tooth cutting blade. Mounting or changing the individual blades is done at the bottom on this M10 thread. The assembly is super easy and can be done within seconds. For this, we need either the small Allen wrench or the socket wrench, which are also included in the package. To mount the trimmer line/spool, for example, we simply need to screw it counterclockwise onto the thread. But it's crucial, so the spindle doesn't rotate, we find small indentations on the right and left. Insert the provided Allen wrench here. This locks the spindle, allowing us to tighten the trimmer line securely. Furthermore, we have a semi-automatic trimmer head with a tap-and-go mechanism here. It has 2 outlets for the lines. This makes us much faster and more efficient in practice, and not to forget, it allows a line thickness of 2 to a maximum of 2.4 millimeters, meaning we can use a quite robust trimmer line. In practice, I tested the brush cutter initially with the trimmer head on relatively tall and dense grass. I used 2 large 5 ampere-hour batteries, which, of course, I'd fully charged before the test to provide maximum power and endurance. The grass in the endurance test had a maximum height of 70 centimeters, and as you can see, it was quite tangled at the bottom, which posed a significantly greater challenge for the cordless brush cutter. Nevertheless, in this case, I started with the trimmer head, working on the grass, all on power level number 2 as recommended by Makita for this trimmer line. As it turned out, due to the powerful brushless motor capable of delivering up to 550 watts, the cordless brush cutter had no problem cutting the approximately 70 centimeter high grass in practice. In the context of the trimmer head, the cordless brush cutter demonstrated excellent performance in practice. Even with partially tangled grass, I couldn't observe any power drops or imminent overload protection. Furthermore, not to forget, I also extensively tested the 4-tooth cutting blade for you in practice. It's crucial to mention here that using power level number 3 is essential to achieve optimal results in practice. I can also say that the brush cutter performed quite well in practice for this aspect. This means I tested the device on smaller bushes or smaller trees with a diameter of up to 13 millimeters. I didn't encounter any difficulties or power drops during the practical test. And finally, the most crucial aspect, what about the battery life? I tested the device for you with the trimmer head, 25 minutes, plus an additional 3 minutes in conjunction with the 4-tooth cutting blade. After the test, the battery still showed 2 out of 4 bars. This means in the practical test, with 2 large 5 ampere-hour batteries, a total of 50 minutes is easily achievable. This means the Makita cordless brush cutter DUR368 is not only extremely powerful for its size and weight, but also quite enduring in terms of battery life in practice. So that's it for the Makita cordless brush cutter DUR368. What do you think about this powerful device? Feel free to share your thoughts down in the comments. I look forward to your feedback. And with that, I would say that's the end of this video. If you liked it, please show your support by giving it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel and activate the bell to not miss any future videos. You can find the current prices for this device down in the video description. Thank you very much for your support, and with that, take care until next time. Goodbye.